we'll have several attempts to get it finished.
Sorry, but there's that device they've created to turn it when a car gets upside down. That buoy and all that stuff they hook to it now to turn it over gently.
Here's our Fox Super Zoom as Jeff Gordon makes contact with the left rear corner of Kyle Busch's bumper. And by the way, Busch did a great job of saving that car from major damage. But look what happens in front of him.
What truly caused that was when Jeff Gordon got into Kyle Busch, Jeff Gordon moved up the racetrack, and there was just nowhere for most of these drivers to go.
Roof flaps deployed as the car was up on its side.
And look at Kurt Busch's car shed momentum and sheet metal everywhere.
See another driver that we felt like had one of the fastest cars here tonight involved in that, Jamie McMurray in that one car.
Yes, sir.
Denny Hamlin snuck through another one. So did Montoya.
It's a rough ride right there. Wow. Thank God for the Hans device, the seats, the way you're bolted in these things today. He's able to handle something like that and walk away. Jeff was just really working hard on the back of that 18 car, trying to move him up the hill so he could get by.
And the type of bump drafting you used to be able to do at Daytona is problematic tonight. 4 big crashes.
Feel so bad for Kurt Busch, second car of the weekend.
There are the cars involved in the wreck, and we heard Richard Childress talking about what might lead up to something like this.
Whole damn deal, as long as they let them push in the corners, they're going to wreck. It's going to cost everybody a ton of money.
He owns 4 cars entered in the Daytona 500 and said that before this latest crash.
I think I'm correct. I heard this today, and Larry, you may know for a fact, but in an ARCA race, they would not. They said no pushing. No, you can't get up on anybody in the corners.
In the corners.
In the ARCA race.
Now those cars have a different aerodynamic package than these Sprint Cup cars, but Michael, what about it getting up against somebody in the corner, whether it's the right side, the left side, or anywhere?
Well, what you got to think about, Mike, is we used to be able to push all the way around this racetrack. NASCAR, the fans didn't like it. NASCAR didn't like it, so they changed it. Back in the day, 01, 03, along in there when we raced here at Daytona, you didn't dare push someone in the corner because of the crash. You knew you would spin someone out if you tried it. And now we're in the same situation again. The drivers are learning tonight. They're seeing that you can't push on that left side. Now, there's going to be circumstances. A great example was Truex and Boyer in the tri-oval. Boyer moved over. Truex was left on the left. That spun him around. But with Jeff Gordon, he was hitting on that left side of Kyle Busch all the way through the turn. Eventually it spun him out. So the drivers are going to have to watch the video and say, all right, we might need to calm down a little bit here and not tear up all that equipment that Richard Childress is talking about.
Well, it took us 1.5 years to perfect the 2-car tandem.
Right.
Okay, so we got that down. Now we're good to go. No, you're not. We're going to change the rules. We're going to change the package, and we're going to make it where you can't do that anymore. These guys are going through another learning process. Maybe,
an expensive one.
Maybe by next Sunday, maybe they'll have it figured out.
Only 3 cars have not had major crash damage tonight. Tony Stewart, Brad Keselowski, Greg Biffle.
But what makes this interesting is we now have a green-white checkered. We'll throw the green, we'll throw the white, we'll throw the checkered. With that restrictor plate, like you saw with Jeff Hammond at the Fox Cutaway car, it takes a good 1/2 to 3/4 of a lap to even remotely get up to speed. And remember, double file restart, so it's truly going to be interesting when they wave this green flag on this restart.
Are you saying the wrecking may not be over?
It may not be over. We do get 3 attempts at green-white checkered.
Let's take another couple of looks here from ground level. And Jeff Gordon, after sliding 800 feet on the driver's door, up and over and dissipating energy. And here's what Kurt Busch had to say after the smoke settled down.
Really appreciate you guys working as hard as you did to give me the fun to come out here and race. I hope it was fun for you guys. I thought we could have got clear of that. Dan Gordon just wrecked the 18. That's what's happening is the rear spoilers are so small you can choose to wreck somebody.
Lots of Kurt Busch. Jeff?
Down here with Kurt Busch, and Kurt, first off, you okay? But you were so complimentary to your crew. You got out, you hugged these guys, but you got a tore-up race car here.
You know, we had a blast tonight, and you could feel the energy, the excitement, and the butterflies with 10 to go because we were in position. I mean, with 2 to go, we were right in the mix with the big dogs, and we're just a little team. You know, I'm going to stop saying that. We worked really hard to get this car. This was the backup to the backup, and we're just. You could have that butterflies in the stomach feel to know we were in position to do good things with our Tag Heuer Chevrolet. I just want to thank Tag Heuer for jumping on board tonight. I had fun out there.
I mean, what got me was, again, you said it, no laps on this race car, but this team was able to not only get you up front, but you led the race, you were in that position. You know, how much of a boost to your ego right now and your confidence right now going into the 500?
Well, we know James Finch and Phoenix Racing builds great speedway cars, and so to have this Chevrolet with Hendrick Power and Tag Heuer tonight, it was just a huge boost for this whole club. And now it's just a matter of, you know, just throwing this car away, because they said, all the guys were joking, this is a 1985 Buick. Go out there, bring it back on the rollback. So that's not the mentality, though, for the rest of the year. We need to protect our race cars and have fun, but now it's off to Hendrick.com Chevrolet tomorrow to get that car qualified in the Daytona 500.
A lot of energy down here, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Kurt Busch having a very competitive night, but ending up with 2 trashed race cars, one in practice and one in the race. And boy, it's a junkyard down there in the garage area.
But you know what, Mike? Crew members will work themselves to death to give you a good car when you put on a show like Kurt did. When they know they're getting a result for their hard work, they will stand by you all the way to the bitter end.
Up to 3 attempts at a green-white checker is what we're facing here in Daytona to conclude the Budweiser Shootout. A.J. Allmendinger's car, after a long pit stop, getting back out on track with some crash damage. Jimmy Johnson okay. Looks like he has climbed from the car that he wanted fixed to get back out there and try it again.